Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Beauty and the Bypass. I'm Melissa, and today I just wanted to talk to you about my 3-hour appointment that I had at Kaiser the other day. So I think it was Friday that I had to work, and then at about 2:30 I had an appointment to meet with the anesthesiologist, and then another one at 3:30 to meet with my surgeon. So I had to meet with the anesthesiologist first, and when I met her, it was pretty much just to go over like some health screening questions, just to make sure like I don't have any allergies, what medications that I'm taking, stuff like that. She also told me that my surgery is going to be the first one of the day. So for me, that means that I have to be at the hospital at 5:30 in the morning, and then the surgery is supposed to be at like 7:30 or 8, around there. So the nice thing is we are allowed to have like one visitor a day. So I mean, that's kind of hard because like I have 3 family members over here that, you know, I would want all of them to be over there, but since I can only have like one person a day, I had to divide it up with like my mom being the first, my sister being the second, my dad being the third, which is probably good because I would probably need his help if I like can't walk well or whatever. So I know for the surgery, the anesthesiologist told me that I can't wear any of my jewelry, which obviously that makes sense. I'm just worried about like this one and then my second holes because I got those done maybe about 2 months ago, and I kind of feel like they're only now starting to like really heal. So hopefully they'll be okay. I hope they don't close because I'm not about to get that shit pierced again. Like that took way too long to heal. As far as my nails, I thought that my nails would have to come off too because my friend told me that they probably would, just in case I start turning blue, that they can see it. But thankfully, since my nails are like clear, or clear for the most part, they should be able to see if there's any issues. But she also said that they have other ways to see if like I can't breathe or something, so that's good, thank God. And then she said I can't take any of my medications the day of surgery, obviously, because for today and tomorrow I'm on like a full liquid diet. I can only drink like 6 of my OptiFast shakes, water, and then I'm supposed to have 2 cups of broth, 1 to 2 cups. So I'm probably gonna have like 1 cup today for dinner, and then just have water, which is surprising. I'm actually not hungry. I miss my lean cuisine though. But anyway, the only thing that I can do is use my nose spray for my allergies the day of. I also asked her about this muscle relaxer I take, cyclobenzaprine, because I get tension headaches a lot, and the other day, I swear, for literally my 2 days off, 2 days straight, I had like the worst headache and pretty much migraine, I guess, whatever. And I wanted to take it, but I was afraid that it was going to affect something with the surgery, so I just was like, screw it, I'm just gonna handle. 10 days before surgery, they don't want you taking any painkillers necessarily. Like you can take Tylenol, but they don't want you to take ibuprofen, naproxen, which I usually take those, or Advil. Those are usually my go-tos anyway, but she said mostly because of blood thinners, so we don't want that. I think one of the funniest things that she told me was that for the surgery, she's like, okay, we prefer you to not shave like 2 days before, at least 2 days before the surgery. And I'm like, okay, like that's weird, but okay. And she's like, so don't shave underarms, legs, private parts. And I'm like, so I can't like shave my legs? And she's like, no, just because if there's any abrasions or whatever, we don't want you to get infected and whatever. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. But I just kind of laughed because I was like, that's kind of the last thing on my mind. Actually, that's not true. I actually did want to shave my legs, which of course I forgot to do yesterday, so whatever, it's all good. I shaved it like not too long ago anyway, so they can handle. But yeah, so that was that conversation with her. After I met with the anesthesiologist, I had to go to admissions, which at admissions I had to sign like consent forms stating that I'm gonna be, you know, admitted to the hospital and, you know, whatever. So I had to sign those, and then I also had to give them, this is a advanced directive, so they prefer you to have that taken care of, so I had to give her that so she could make a copy. So it's pretty much stating that if I was unresponsive, what decisions would be made and who would be making them or whatever. So there's some on here that, you know, you obviously choose, like, do you want to prolong your life or not? Do you want artificial nutrition and hydration? Do you want to be issued treatment for pain and discomfort? So stuff like that. And then with this paper, you either have to have it notarized, or you have to have 2 witnesses watch you sign the document, and then they have to sign and stuff too. So I had my boss and my friend, who is also like a boss, coworker, she signed it as well, because it was just easy for me to go to work and then have those 2 people sign. So I appreciate them doing that for me, because I kept joking like, okay, you guys gonna sign my like death paper, which is kind of what it is, almost, but not. Other than that, oh yeah, with the anesthesiologist as well, she gave me this paper about catheter usage and like symptoms of the catheter, shit that can happen after a catheter. I don't know, I've never had one before. I've seen them do it in dogs but never had one myself, and I'm not thrilled about it, because I don't like people down there, you know, that aren't, I was gonna say, that aren't authorized to be down there. Anyways, so other than that, after the anesthesiologist and admissions, I had to go do an EKG for my heart, just to make sure everything's working fine with that. That went fine, I guess. I haven't heard anything about it or heard anything back from them, so I guess it's okay, praise Jesus. And then after that, I met with the surgeon, which was fun. I didn't realize that I had met him before, because he was the one that did my gallstone appointment, so I didn't realize he was going to be the one doing my surgery, but he's super chill, really nice guy, he's pretty adorable. But he had showed me this picture, which it's pretty much, he was just marking like the incision site. So there's going to be a cut there, like on the top, and then on the bottom, those 2 are going to be for like his tools. So I think the one that he's, I don't even remember what the top one was for, but the bottom one is for the endoscope. And then these 2 on the right side, and then the one on the left, those are all for like the stapling machine, I guess. So that should be fun. She's gonna have some cute scars. And then this page, he also showed me pretty much just showing the surgery that I'm getting, which is obviously the Roux-en-Y or gastric bypass. So with that, the pros of it is that there's more weight loss than the sleeve or the band, which are 2 other kinds of surgeries that you can get for weight loss. So there's also a lower rate of weight regain. So that's 2 huge important things. So I figured this surgery would be best, especially with the amount of weight that I have to lose. And then the cons are risks of malnutrition and risks of ulcers and obstruction. So that sounds fun, doesn't it? And then he showed me this picture of the digestive system, because to show me like the liver and how big the liver is, and that's why they put us on the liver shrinking diet, so that the liver can be as small as possible, so it's easier to get to the stomach and stuff. And then he went over like this list of risks with me. So I know that there is infection or bleeding that can happen, whether it's internal bleeding or infection of the wounds on the outside, leaks or blockage at the site where the tissue is sewn or stapled together. So because of the stomach, like, you know, your stomach's like huge, your stomach's gonna be like super small. He said it's gonna be like the size of an egg. When it's small, they end up having to cut a hole in the new stomach pouch and sewing part of your small intestine there, and also have to sew another part of your small intestine to like the large intestine. So you're bypassing like a third of the intestine, shortening the time that food is in the intestine, which is better, and your appetite is often decreased. So with where it's being sewn, like the intestines being sewn and stuff, that is a pretty big risk of getting like leaks and whatnot. So I know that when I'm going to be in surgery, he said that they're gonna put like some blue dye in my mouth or something, and apparently I'm gonna swallow somehow when I'm knocked out. I don't know, but it'll help them show if there's any leaks or whatever. And then also when I'm awake, I'm gonna have to do a swallowing test, which will also help to see if there's any leak. There could be breathing problems such as pneumonia, which may require a ventilator. And then the biggest one is blood clots in the lungs or legs. So I know that he said there's going to be like some massager things for your legs so that you don't get blood clots. And then also they want you to walk around as much as possible after surgery, so that can help avoid blood clots. You actually want to do that for at least the first month. Just walk around as much as you can, because that'll help prevent the blood clots. So she's going to be on that. And then also there's going to be an injection that I'm going to have to do to myself, called Loranox, I think is what it was called. So I think I have to give myself a shot like twice or something, and that's supposed to help with blood clots as well. There could also be injury to the spleen or liver, which obviously that would not be my fault. To me, that would be a surgeon's fault, because obviously mine is fine right now and functioning just fine. And then there's recurrent vomiting that can happen. So if that happens and you need more surgery, then they'll have to put you back in the OR. And hernia at the incision site. So that's going to be like one of the biggest things that he said I'm going to have to watch out for months or years, because I guess with weight loss something can happen and hernia can form. I don't remember what he said. And of course problems due to anesthesia, and then of course death, which is 1 in 500 people. So knock on wood, pray to Jesus, that is not me. I mean, I'm pretty healthy actually besides my weight, so I should not have any problems in my surgery, I feel like. So just pray to God nothing happens with that. And then he showed me this chart here. So what this chart is pretty much showing is like the projected weight loss for most people. So the chart obviously goes like that. So you obviously drop a lot of weight initially, and then after a while it like plateaus. They said that there's a 80 to 85% success rate, and they expect you to lose between 40 and 70% of your excess body weight. So for me, because I started out at 415, he expects me to be losing about 112 to 196 pounds. And he said my ideal weight is, because of my height, which is 5'5", should be about 135. That's too skinny for me, in my opinion. Like, I don't want to be a stick. She still want to be a little thick, but not like fat thick, but just, you know what I mean. So he said ideally he hopes for me to get to at least 280. That would be ideal. If I lose more than that, then awesome, they'll take it, but 280 would be ideal, or 250. So that'll be nice. And then I think that's it from this little book that he gave me. And then I know we had to do a physical, so of course he had to check with his stethoscope my heart and my lungs, make sure everything sounded okay. And of course I had to do weight check. So with my weight, I was 378 when I went into the doctor's. And it was funny because I didn't realize the last time I saw him, which was when I was doing the gallstone thing, that he's like, you were 427 at that time. And I was like, oh shit, okay. I was like, look, she worked hard. The whole time this dude and I were doing this appointment, he's like, he kept writing on the papers and saying that I was like 394 currently. And I was like, no. She's 378. Like, can we get that right? Because I worked really hard. Like, and he's like, oh, I don't know why I put that. I was like, I don't know either, bruh, but you know, can you fix it? So yeah, there was that. And then other than that, I don't recall talking to him about much else. The only other thing that happened is after I met with him, I had to go to the lab and, you know, get some blood drawn and stuff, so they could do a couple more tests just to see how things were. I'm assuming everything's fine considering my surgery's in like 2 days. I know that on the day of surgery, I'm going to have to do a pregnancy test, which, I mean, sure, whatever, urine test, I don't know. But I'm just like, okay, like, I can tell you I'm not pregnant, like, whatever. Also, they make you go on the IUD anyway, so like, definitely not pregnant, so I don't know the fuck. Today I had to go do my COVID test, so I went in town to Kaiser over there and did that. It actually wasn't too long of a wait. I finished work at actually took an hour off of work early, but I didn't end up leaving work until almost the end of my shift anyway, because I was stuck on a call. The sacrifices we do for sales, you know, apparently that comes priority. It really does, because you know, when you need to get a mobile, you got to get a mobile. That's how it is. But so yeah, I ended up pretty much leaving 5 minutes before my shift was supposed to be done, and I was like, okay. And So I had to go do my COVID thing in between 1:30 and 2:30. So I made it in time. It was actually really fast. The lady shoved that thing up my nose like pretty far. Not gonna lie, I was like tearing after. I wasn't crying. It was just like tearing, you know. And then that was pretty much that. So I'm just waiting for the results for that. Praying to Jesus it comes back negative, because I don't know how it can come back positive, because I've been like staying home this whole time. The only thing I went to was like Safeway the other day because I wanted my last meal to be like asparagus and at least some good lean cuisine, you know. Last meal, as if like I'm never eating again. Tomorrow I have an appointment over the phone with my nutritionist, so she's gonna go over things for after surgery again, like the drinking and all that, the liquid diet that I have to do after surgery, since I won't really be able to eat. And then I have a dentist appointment as well tomorrow, because apparently today when I came back from my COVID test, I was like just breathing and then I felt like a tingling sensation in my tooth, and I was like, oh fuck no. I was like, okay, either she got a cavity or the filling has come out and now we got to get it fixed again. So I'm not thrilled about that, but I literally called them and I was like, so I need an appointment like today or tomorrow. Do you have any openings? Because like I really need it, because I have surgery on Wednesday. Like I don't have time to be doing this after that. So thankfully she got me in for tomorrow. After that, I mean, it's pretty much just making phone calls to a few of my friends and family that wanted to catch up, or, you know, just at least hear what's going on besides from like my YouTube and Instagram. So thank you for those people that want me to call them. On Tuesday night, midnight, I have to stop drinking anything. So no liquid, no food, nothing. And then I'll probably have to leave for surgery maybe at like 4 in the morning. Nah, maybe 4:30 in the morning to go to Kaiser on Wednesday. And then the surgery is going to be about 3 hours. So I'm excited. I'm nervous, like I've been saying this whole time. But I'm ready. It was actually kind of funny because I had a meeting with my boss the other day, like 2 days ago, and we were like going over my numbers for work and stuff, and then he was like asking about the surgery and stuff, and I just like, I said something and then I just started crying, and I was, you know why, because I was like, oh my god, I was like, I'm scared, and then I just started crying because I like don't want to die, you know, and that's all I can think of. So yeah, I felt bad because this poor guy has to hear me cry all the time, and I'm just like, you know, for a guy, you handle that really well. But I felt horrible. And then today, since it was my last day of work for a while, because I'm going to be out for at least like a month to a month and a half, I'm like kind of sad because my team has like 3 people on it right now, 3 other people besides me. And so thankfully I have their phone numbers so I can keep in touch and stuff like that, you know, see how they're doing, and vice versa. I'm kind of sad about that. I haven't been out of work like this ever, so I'm kind of, it's weird to me because I'm very like dedicated to work. I don't like to use like FMLA and stuff like that unless I absolutely have to, which in this case obviously I have to. But it was nice because my boss, you know, had a meeting with me today just to go over some stuff and then ask about things. So that was nice, and thankfully I'll be on his team again when I come back, so I'm glad that I don't have to like tell somebody else everything, and especially somebody who doesn't understand. So he's at least been there pretty much the whole time since I've been going through this stuff, so I'm grateful for that. And it was actually really funny too, because I was telling him he got me and my teammates, all of us, gift cards for Christmas. And so I had told him, I was like, so with your gift card, I bought a piano on Amazon because my mom had bought like a little electronic drum set for herself because she used to play drums in high school, and so she'll always like tap on stuff in the house, and so she bought that for her. And I was like, well, I want a freaking piano. And so I was like, okay. So when he got the gift card, I was like trying to figure out like what I was gonna buy, because, you know, emotional shopping, that's all I do. And I was like, I'm gonna get a keyboard. So I was like looking for a good keyboard online, and obviously I'm not gonna get like a super expensive one, but this was kind of expensive, but it's like it's like big, and you can put like the letters on it so you know what notes you're hitting and stuff like that. So I told him, I was like, thank you so much for that gift card, because I totally bought a piano with it, or a keyboard. And he's like, so what's up with that keyboard? Like, is it like fancy? Like, does it have like Bluetooth or something? And I was like, no. And he's like, well, I don't know. I remember the kind from when we were little. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I do too, but like, I ain't got money for one like that. And I was like, you didn't give me enough money to get a fancy one that has Bluetooth. And he's like, wow. And I was like, sorry, just saying, like, you know, if you think I'm gonna get one like that, then whatever. And then I told him today, I was like, also with the money I had left, I bought this cute Shiba Inu stuffed animal because like I don't use regular pillows. Like, I've been buying these Japanese stuffed animals because they're like really, really soft. Like, they make bomb pillows. So I bought it, and it's funny because it's like, it's a dog obviously, but its face is just like so angry, and it just like makes me laugh, but it's super comfortable. So I told him, I was like, yeah, so I bought that, and it's like super cute and I love it. And he's like, how much was the piano? And I was like $88. And he's like, so you bought it for $12. I was like, okay, so I had to pay a little extra because obviously my little pillow thing was not $12, but whatever. I was like, and again, because you didn't give me enough money. And he's like, okay. And I was like, what? I'm just kidding. Yeah, but it was funny. So it was good to have some laughs. Like, he's actually really good at that, like, you know, kind of trying to distract me from what's going on and all my stress and stuff. But I told him, like, I love that piano because it's helping me to calm my anxiety quite a bit. Like, I would play it while I was on my lunch break or on breaks and after work and stuff. And especially because, like, since I'm just starting learning to play it, like, I obviously have to do like slow, easy songs. So I found you know, like some Disney ones, and then I also have like the Christina Puri, I forget her fucking name, Christina something, and she has a song 1,000 Years, and so I've been playing that. And then also there's a song on The Greatest Showman called Never Enough. That song's really nice to play on the piano too. And then also I found out that the person's YouTube that I watch that's making all these videos, they also do Christian songs. So I've been starting to play some of those, or trying to, and that's what's actually been helping with my anxiety a lot too, because like the piano music like that, like slow and stuff, I would listen to that sometimes to go to sleep. And so when I play it, it just kind of gets me in my Jesus mode and my gratefulness mode and hopeful and peace. And so I've been playing that a lot, and it's actually been helping. So I honestly think that was probably one of the best investments that I ever made in my life. Never would have thought that would have helped me, but it's cute because my sister's been playing it too. My mom knows how to play piano a little bit, so she's been kind of playing with it. But yeah, so it's fun and happy about that. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know when this video is going to get posted. I mean, I'm going to try and upload it tonight, but you know, with my upload speed here, I don't know what's going on. It's just taking too long. So we'll see. This is probably not going to be able for you guys to watch until tomorrow, which is going to be Tuesday. I might make another video tomorrow, maybe just like a really short one. But if not, then I will be talking to you guys again probably after surgery. I'll record stuff like while I'm in the hospital and stuff, but I might not be able to like post it and edit it until I'm back home and whatnot. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, thank you guys for watching another video. I appreciate you joining me again, still sticking around for my journey and everything. I thank you guys who have reached out to me again, especially when I've been like filled with anxiety. Those of you who message me to tell me it's going to be okay, I'm going to get through this. Like, people that I really didn't expect to even message me that we haven't talked in a while. So I especially appreciate you guys. Other than that, again, share this channel with people that you know might be struggling with their weight, thinking of getting any kind of surgery for weight loss. If it helps anybody, I mean, that's the main thing, is to just be an inspiration for people, which some people have already reached out to me. So I super appreciate that. I'm grateful for that. With COVID, please wear your masks, social distance, wash your hands, use your sanitizer. There's just way too many cases right now, especially in Hawaii, like 4,500, like the fuck? I don't know what the hell. I feel like they're just maybe making everybody be positive. You take a test, you're positive, whatever. So knock on wood, because I don't need that in my life right now. But I just feel really bad because there's a lot of people that I follow on Instagram that are waiting to get their surgery. Some of them, their surgery was the next day and they find out that surgery was canceled because of wherever they're at. Their elective surgeries are canceled for the time being because of COVID, because there's no room in the hospitals. So of course they say, you know, wear your mask, social distance, all that stuff for yourself, but also do that for other people, because I swear it's like breaking my heart so bad for these people that have waited like how long I've waited to get their surgery, and now they can't because all these people with COVID is making it impossible for them to get their surgeries. And it's heartbreaking because it's a process and it's something that we're all waiting for. So thankfully everything's going as planned for me. I thank Jesus. Like, I'm really grateful. I've had some obstacles that I had to endure throughout this process, and I feel like honestly God made a way for everything to happen the way it needed to happen. A lot of the time it was amazing. So I feel like I'm definitely on the right path. I've accepted and I feel a bit more at peace because I know that whatever is God's will, it'll be done. And I just gotta keep with that mentality. Whatever he wants to happen, it's gonna happen. And I feel like he wouldn't have allowed me to get this far if this wasn't supposed to happen. So I know the plan he has for me, apparently. So I'm excited. And I will talk to you guys again soon. I hope you have a good night, good day, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. And thank you again for watching. See you guys later. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye.